So we've been talking about this weekend workshop. As a participant, what can I expect to experience?
Well, it really does break into sort of three major parts. We do an education piece because we know the brain has to understand. We want to bring the brain along so that it gets fed. And so we looked at how, we want the mind, rather, I should say, to understand how the brain operates, how fear impacts it. We want you to understand how you are doing your life, how you are coping, and so forth. So we lay out all that information so that you can cognitively understand it. Then we walk you through a process of accessing that file we talked about and the coping program. And then we do a clearing process so that we can clear out the backlog, establish that foundation that's going to be solid, and really help you be ready to move into your life from a place of wholeness, confidence, creativity, connection to others. It's a really solid place to move forward from.
So ideally, who is it that's going to really benefit from being at this workshop?
Well, I'd love to say everybody. And in fact, that's what I really truly believe. But who does attend the workshop? It seems to be two major categories of people. One are people who truly want more. They know they have more potential inside. They feel like they're not living the life they could be. Maybe they feel like they're not really living their purpose. Those people are looking for anything that's stopping them, and they want to clear that out. The other group of people are people that are struggling. And those people really know they need to do something now. They're maybe not happy in the careers or relationships. They're not feeling successful. They're not being the person they want to be. In fact, they're probably being a person that they're not that happy with. And so those people, they've got a strong sense inside of, I need to do something now. And they're in the program. But what's great is we get referrals and we get counselors and coaches referring people to this program. Because counselors are finding if people take a weekend, they're able to get moving so much more quickly and then really optimize the counseling work. And coaches are saying the same thing. In fact, I had a coach say, I've been working with a client for 5 years. It's like finally this person is ready to go, and everything I've been coaching him on is finally now starting to happen. And so something really clicked for that person. They unjammed a log jam or whatever. And that's very exciting because we want our work to complement what others are doing.
So as we've been talking about this, we've touched on folks that are in the business community and so on. What about people who aren't in the business community or aren't in careers? Maybe they're in career transition right now, or they're unemployed. There are folks like stay-at-home parents and university students. Does this apply to them as well?
Yes, it certainly is a great program for a number of the people that you mentioned. People in career transitions, it's a brilliant time to do a program like this before you make some key choices. Because if you can get some of the fear out of your system, you may actually feel confident enough to go for what you really want and to make those really important changes. For students, there's so much fear in the university context. Fear in terms of doing well at university, fear about what you'll do after, will you have a job? So we'd love to have students come out and participate in this program because it's horrible to try and do your best while you're so afraid on the inside. And lastly, in terms of parents, it's wonderful to have parents. We've had a number of parents come into the program and report back that it made a tremendous difference in how they parent. In fact, I know one parent wrote in one of our testimonials, she said, I had no idea how much fear I had in my system and how much I was passing on to my children. We don't want to be passing fear on to our kids. And so it's a great program for parents.